So to make the life worthwhile, meaningful, fruitful, so that's actually practicing 10 virtues. Then, so by giving up killing, so you're killing or you order somebody to kill, same. The same. Killing. Instead of killing, then you see, so you guide other beings from the danger of life. So yeah, that's very, who are danger to be killed, and you protect, you save. So, that's very. So I mean, I don't know how many. The Kasuri, Simde. When you say about the Kasuri. Because Ralu.
65 goods.
I mean, you sound with you. You're right. So 75 animals, the goats and the chickens. Chickens. Right. Chickens. I was thinking to buy land in Balukabi and to build a house and to buy chickens, 1,000 chickens, something like that. And then with chickens, very difficult. I bought some chickens on the way to Bodhichitta, but you see many shops, outside there's chickens are from bamboo, this thing, and then they kill. So I bought something. One muscle was there at Bodhichitta, so I brought there. So because if you let walk on the ground, when there is all day long they eat worms. So we put the chicken in the house with a cement floor, and they keep food and like that. Because if you let them to walk, they eat all day long insects. So we did that, but I think chicken's very difficult to not like goats, other animals. So I thought to buy one place to make a house, and then, for you to get the idea how to help sentinels. So in the ceiling, you see, to put non-jalma protection, not just one, many, and so that, because then they always get purified, being underneath, just even one, they always get purified, nigaramas, collected from beginner, and then, and then when they die, they don't get reborn organs. So even there's one, it helps like that. So then I put the mantra, you write big and then cover the whole thing as much as possible. So the being underneath it purifies 1,000 eons, nirkama get purified. Then you can put other things also. There are other things. So like that. So put a speaker, and you see, I do have mantras recorded, so you play. you pray for them 4 sessions a day. You pray for the mantra to plant, to purify their mind, to not get reborn and plant seed of enlightenment realizations. So play mantra for them through speaker. See, 4 times a day, so that in prayers, like Heart Sutra or the different prayers. So, so that thinking, it's years, so I don't know how it's going, but so there was one monk who is known as good-hearted, so he promised to look after, and then, yeah. So this few years ago, there we were thinking through that. So even you can't buy chickens or different places, so difficult to. So at least one place you do like that, some benefit of the chickens. So hopefully that get done. So by avoiding by abandoning the taking of their life and killing. So you guide, you protect them from life, from danger of life, killing. So sorry to mention this, but just to get an idea, because we have to learn. So I thought I'm telling. After house, we buy fishing worms every week. How many? Fishing worms. So we buy every week fishing worm. The Chinese come and people outside come. Some send the city. Well, and they recite our house, the one of nuns lead. So they recite mantra. There's a prayer. I made a book how to liberate the animal. What different mantras to recite for the animal. So they recite the mantra and they go around, they carry the animal, the fishing worms and whatever they have. So they go around the stupa. That was stupa I explained, like Indonesia, but smaller. So they go around by carrying the animal. So each time they carry, there were many statues, Buddha, many. So each time they go around, so they create so many causes of enlightenment. So the plant seed, they create so many causes of enlightenment. Each time they take it. You see, so there's several hundreds. So you see that purifies the nirkama collected from beginner's birth and plant seed of enlightenment in all their heart. So by carrying them around. Then at the same time recite mantra. So recite mantra and then you're supposed to blow. Well, they have when I'm there, I try to bless the water with the mantra. So they use the water they keep the water to purify the animal, and the insect to purify the animal. So like that, and then they're supposed to, after reciting mantra, also they're supposed to blow up the water, and then use the water to purify them, to pour on them, so like that. So every week, the other people also, yeah, not all the time, but other people from outside come also to help together. Kind of that. Then other different place or near there or land without you take away then to bury into the ground. Yeah, so these worms, fishing worms. You see, I see in the TV that there are the people go to pick up. They carry a bucket, so need the water. It's wet. The earth is wet, very wet, and then they dig very quite deep. They dig and they put in the bucket. For eating. They put in the bucket. It's not one place, but different. They go to different places. And they find it's wet. So our place is kind of place is dry. So I think they might have a little difficulties because where they live is near the water, very wet. So I told Washington, probably maybe some difficulties for them because the place is dry. So I saw after I saw on TV, so it's very wet. So I think it may be difficult for them to live. So the two monks at Washington, the previous one after us, now they're Washington. So they make a blessed water. I told them they also should make blessed water when they do commitment to mantras. So blow up the water. So to put, after they buried, they put water on top. So the ground becomes wet. But also one thing is when you bury, they do the karma. So the birds see, then the bird come down, they dig the land, they dig the earth, birds, but they see. So then they eat. But if you dig a little bit deeper, it's okay. But if it's kind of it's not so deep, then birds come, they see, then they dig, they eat. So in Washington also they do each week. Fishing worms. Where they put a wire. I mean, what do you call it, wire or hook to the border like that. If it happened to you, what do you think? If somebody does to you like that, if somebody does like that to the fisherman, the hook we put on the border like this. Wow, how's that? Can you imagine? Wow. So anyway, so they catch other fish in that way. What is happening? So, also they each week do that. I don't know. Maybe several hundred or something. 1,500 each week. So then not only buried, also you see there's a medicine, there's Amitabha Buddha from Vietnam carved, very good on the stone. What stone? The medicine Buddha, yes. The Amitabha Buddha is a marble stone, carved in Vietnam. I sent the eye how to make that, but they have their own way, don't make very good their own way. A little bit like I was like closing the door. So I sent the eye painted from Kasha. So to curve in that way, so it didn't do well. They're very good artists, but they're so used to their way. So anyway, the ex-monk from Kopan monastery, so he asked to finish studying, Dhamsala. So Kalachar temple he worked and then got a certificate from the private office. So so he much of the work is he did so clean, and then he painted and made very good painted and all of the thrones. He made blue throne, but that's very, of course, nice. But his peacock, 2 peacocks in the front, peacocks. Then one horse, one side Garuda, and one side Kasa. Elephant, I think. So some part not finish, most part he'd finish. Peacock with the feathers, with the actual feathers, like that. So, and throne, see, and a lot of decorations. And so there are a lot of flowers I bought from the market. So, the size of the Amitabha Buddha and the so they do the there's how many 1,500 feeding rooms. So it's big. Then we also mantra from the Pema Sambhava. Not Pema Sambhava mantra, but mantra from Pema Sambhava. You see, you put in the water, so you drink the water, it's enlightenment, this life. But I think it makes it easy to purify the negative karma and to receive realization and things like that. So put that crystal out the mantra in the water. That's in the filter water. So also in the bird feeding water we have outside. So it has that, and it also the Sunas Dalamas, money pills. Many thousands of monks and his owners pray. So many pills are sent, blessed pills are sent in Tibet prisoners and the Tibetan prisoners. So when they died, reborn war. So put in the bird feeding water. So to help to purify the bird, the blessed water. My water or they blessed blessed water. The mantras blow. The famous mantra, so like that. The birds enjoy so much. Birds, the small birds come. They enjoy the bad, enjoy very much. For me to see them enjoying them, is so good. It's very, very enjoyable. It's very. Then there is a bird house where bird come to eat food. House, roof, room. Then there's a mantra on top of that. So the birds, whoever birds comes inside, they all get purified. 1,000 years next time get purified. They're done by the monk touching. He drew the mantra. So then near the bird, where the bird come to eat food, they also trip recorder playing the Golden Line Sutra and the Diamond Color Sutra and my recital or reciting. So they all the time they hear. We have 2, one this side, one other side, but still there's 2 or not. Into the ground, put the trip recorder in the ground. So this side. And to constantly point to hear Dhamma. sorry. I'm very sorry. I bought a boat. You must think I'm crazy. I bought a rubber boat. Rubber. I think John is in the part of this organization. What is it called?
It's like a raft. Like
Huh?
a rubber boat, like a...
No. You are in the part of the organization. Amazon. So I got cheaper. It's a boat costs how much? What it cost? It costs $10, but John is part of the organization, so I got $200 boat. It costs $10, but $200 cheaper. Only 50? Only 50? Huh? Only 50. What? Okay. Boat, but that's not to enjoy in the water, no. First boat is borrowed, rented, or first boat is borrowed or bought. So, we made to give fish food, like the vajragani, the tinglo. We see the kind of a little bit of fat and finer. So that, was a title like that, but not all. So maybe 2 buckets like that with the mantra water, blessed water for them to purify. And so maybe, I think they made 2 days. So they to give for the fish to purify them, and so how many people? 4 people can fit inside. 4 or 3. Yeah, fit inside. So 2 times I went. 2 times I went. So she give the food in the fish in the lake. You throw, but as the boat goes, then you throw out. So that's one thing. The other one is the water, blessed water. Oh, blessed water. I see. So blessed water, throw in the ocean to purify the fish. Then we have Namjalma protection, mantra is a protection there. Carrying on the above the water to purify the fish. Then the wheel didn't come yet. The way these boxes, we put all the animals and the people had to purify. So carry that, hold that, above the water. So to purify all the fish underneath get purified. So boat you sail up, then you come down. So we're supposed to go like that, like that, like that, like this, like that, like that. So couple more fish, just like that. Instead of coming straight, Then so like that. Then also supposed to play it on the web recorder. Which is chanting mantra or prayer, or my chant. So enter the boat. So the tape recorder plate is the end of the water, not on top, under the water, so they can hear mantra. So plants purify them to not get the alarms and purify the plant zero enlightenment. So, into the water, you see, connect with boat. So, yeah, so as much as possible to help. There's many ponds around, many ponds. So each month to go to different pond. So it has there's two flags. One is the name of the boat, because wish granting boat for the fish. And that wish granting. So then Kasure mantra by seeing, yes, purifies 100,000 even karma. That's more, but I don't remember. So, and telling how precious the fish, how precious that, telling how all your happiness you receive from them. So it's on the flag, two flags. On top of the flag, there's a Gelsen, the banner. You know, like we have banner on the top of the flag, like different color. Oh, then inside banner, there's a there's a mantras. There's mantras also, Namchalman. So when you put all that, it sounds like it's quite quite unusual boat. Yes. If people see, there's a lot to learn from the flags. There's a lot of message. It helps for them to purify the karma. So, yeah, there's a lot to learn. So, to give wisdom eye. So, like that. So two monks, they go each month on different lakes to purify, to help the fish to purify, to get higher by the tree achieving enlightenment. So like that, then, in the organization, in Chinese places, I think more liberating animal, more, I think they have a kind of a system. So I'm the kind of, they do normally, I think turtles, you bring the turtle to one temple and they water they give there. So something like that. Anyway, so Singapore, Singapore Amitabha Buddhist Center, FPMT Center, so liberated animal for Kasure, the Gijachuni is a resident teacher there. So 300 million, more than 300 million liberated animal, fish, different types. By counting more than 200 million longer, then much more than that. Then sometimes people who have cancer, I say, put the money there to liberate the animal. So one person got cancer recovered by doing that. For causing long life to other sentient being, then your cancer get recovered. You call it for causing long life to others, then you have long life. Really, see like that cause and effect works in that way. But in Taiwan, there's one monk, which is in Hathabasha. So a long time ago, one type of fish, this was fish, the vegetarian fish or something, he liberated 8 million something many years ago. But he liberated the cows, many. So because millions of animal liberty, so the government was doubtful what happened. This monk maybe not proper, maybe something wrong. So they came to check him. So I think, and in the world, he's one, I don't know in China, but in Hatapasa. I'm telling this just so for you to learn how to help others. You know, many different ways how you can help others. That's very important. So you are living life helping others, then your own things can succeed by naturally. So then achieving realization, just your wishes and achieving realization, achieving enlightenment, all this happens, see, but benefit others. So that's it's very yes. Other centers also, the Hong Kong also the web center there. They also do at some time. It's maybe each one. I'm not sure. Yeah. Then I think recently I thought so much fire in California. You know, I think 3 fires for months could not stop. So anyway, before that, there was time fires happened, 2-3 fires happened. I mean, so of course, they only people died only the top people, but so many animals, in tigers or the deer, so many animals died. The numberless ants died, burned by fire. So the unbelievable suffering for especially the animals. So they can say. So I thought to help something. So to some puja practice sponsor monastery, the India Kopan monastery. The monastery itself, the many monks. So. Yeah, well, a little bit difficult to sponsor, or you have to make offerings. There are thousand monks. So there comes in smaller. There are many smaller sections. Depending upon which place in Tibet or so. Belong to that group, so comes in. So one comes in to do puja, the puja for the safety for America, so for fires. So see, besides people there, those numberless animals don't get burned, don't die. So, centers don't have much money to really sponsor. So I tried to begin with donation, the $25,000, offering the main expenses to my offering the monasteries, with them doing puja, also Kopan monastery as well. So that as well. Nuns also, I'm not sure. Yes, like that. Then we have some sanghas, the aptras, and Yangsi Rinpoche to read Dhammapada Sutta each week, and So few sanghas. Sarah is one, to say, Golden Sudra. So divided, you see, there's a monk sitting who writes a person with real gold from Nepal. So I've been writing for the last few years. So I finished a few. So now it's a break. He's a, I think, a good guy from process. So anyway, so what we see, of course, you can't stop. You know, you can't stop. But it depends on, you see, the karma is so powerful. I mean, the puja also depends on what kind of, it depends on what quality. I mean, yes, it depends. Of course, if you have bodhichitta, it's the most real realization, emptiness, of course, then tantra, of course. But you see, it depends on the quality. So anyway, so you know, it can help, but also something that's much more powerful. Then you see, you can't stop the karma. See, then the puja, then karma is very powerful, fire or something. Of course that happens. So recent time, so many months burned in California, people could not run. Even the lady, what's the name of the lady, the singer, the actress? Huh? She had to run. Gaga, Lady Gaga. Even she had to run. Even she had to move. Her place, fire came, even she had to move. Lady Gaga. Do you know? I don't know. So anyway, yeah. So I mean, yes, it depends on sometimes the karma is so powerful, so puja is not enough. We just had to set puja, but it can prevent the karma to be less. You know, the death of fire or things like that. So yeah. So so that's then also of course it depends on the president, king or president who runs the country. It depends on much of the good luck, how much of good luck there is. The president or the king who runs the country, depends so much. Depends on that. So one of my gurus, which said, there's so much peace. The Queen of England, what's her name? Victoria. During her time, so much peace around in England because she's Bandalamo, the protector. That a long time ago, there's all this Dalai Lamas and the Tibetan government, the protector of the Dalai Lamas. For all the incarnation has started from the first time, and like that. So yeah, many great lamas in a long time. So the Dharma protector, So like this, yeah, manifestation, wrathful aspect. Saraswati and the wisdom, the female aspect, Buddha. So that, anyway, you know. The very first lady whose cancer was recovered was one of the practices of liberating animals. when you, I think maybe, I don't know, maybe 1,000, I'm not sure, chickens. You liberate, you cause long life to others who are going to be killed. You cause long life to others, save from the, being killed. So then she took the Edman process. She just got interested in Buddhism and like that. She does a fashion selling. The 1 hour she makes $1,000 selling the idea. So So her cancer is recovered, reciting Vajrapani Haiga Guru mantra, and I think at present so many animal liberty, you save life of others. So once you cause long life to others, then it affects you. You see your health, your long life. So now I don't know whether she's alive or dead. I don't know. A long time ago. So that's the first. She was the first one who recovered cancer. Then there were several others got better or recovered. Yeah. So the ones I can remember, ones I don't remember. So they happened or I haven't heard or something. Yeah. So however, all of that. Oh, so that's just okay. So to help what you can, what you can. So like that, see. Then you see you abandon stealing. Then what you do is you make charity. You make opposite to stealing, just make charity. So that. So this includes charity I mentioned to you. Sorry. Yeah. So then the abandon sexual conduct. Then you practice morality. Practice morality. Then you abandon harshly speaking. You may be saying very nice words, but it hurts to others. Some people are very good at speaking very nice words, but you want to hurt somebody. You see, it hurts, to the mind of the other people. Some people are nice, knows how to speak nice. You see. Anyway, so abandon harsh speaking, and you see, then you opposite that. You speak very gently. You speak very gently. So sorry, one director center in America lent me Buddha. So she's quite impatient, and many people get upset, and things like that. So I sent her. I wrote how to speak. I said, think of kindness for others. The past, present, future, all the happiness you are from beginning, but now, future, enlightenment, everything. So you receive that. And they might be others, but that you receive from them. So mention on that most kind, most precious. So on the basis of that, you see, being mother, kind from beginning to whatever. So on the basis of that, then you speak very gently. You speak on that. Of course, when you think that course, naturally becomes soft. Your language, your way of talking, not rough or about. Yeah. So you speak very sweetly, very. So that brings happiness so much to others. When somebody speaks so nice to you, you are happy. So that, see? So for everyone, to everyone, whom you like, whom you don't, everyone. So it brings happiness to so many people, even by speaking. So, so I sent, Kasura advice or talking. Instead of making others angry and, hate, do not like the center, do not like the center, do not like the person director or the center, don't want to come to the center. So many times like this. So so important to speak kindly, very nicely. See. And then about telling lie, then you tell the truth, in the life. So you try to practice. So then you abandon slandering. You abandon slandering, then you bring harmonies. You bring harmonies among the people. You bring harmonies. Harmonies bring happiness. But that helps you bring happiness in the world. Peace, happiness in the world. It's helping. So that. Then you abandon gossiping, then talk, Dharma, Dharma. I say compassion. So whenever you speak others, you talk about compassion. That helps others. So anyway, not worthwhile to you and to others. So then abandon covetousness. So you practice satisfaction. Then you practice abandon covetousness. Then you practice satisfaction. So the ill will, you abandon ill will, then you generate total benefit others. You generate practice total benefit others. Then heresy, you abandon heresy, then you develop the faith in the karma. The cause and effect. So like this, increase the 10 virtue of the practice. So by collecting extensive virtue, then see, all your wishes get succeed, and then able to benefit others more extensive, more and more extensive. Then it brings enlightenment. Then you see the material Buddha teaching Uta. So that is said, how to make the life meaningful. The writing Dharma text like Brother Pramita teachings on and things like that. practice for offerings, to the Guru Bhattama Sangha. Then making charity to the sentient beings, and listening, teaching, and reading Buddha's teaching, reading, memorizing. Then explaining, daily reciting. Then thinking, meditating, thinking the meaning of the teachings. Thinking the meaning of the teaching and meditating. So these 10 are unconceivable, you collect unconceivable merits. So that is just, for you to get the idea how to make life meaningful, other than what I mentioned before. So, anyway, most important one, you see the gradual path of lower capable being in general. So taking refuge to Buddha Sangha and protecting karma. So that's, you see, whatever you can, one negative karma or two negative karma, or you see, or five or whatever, you renounce it, then you renounce. You see, there are 5 precepts like that, you see, and then, because of 8 precepts, like you have taken 8 months precepts. So because like you have been taking 8 months, there's the 8 precepts of the spiritual path. Then there's the 8 months precepts of what you have been taking last the 2 weeks. So I was taking with the bodhichitta, means see, you are even one vow, even one morality, you see, abstinence from killing, whatever, you have taken with the bodhichitta motivation, so benefit numberless helpings. You are doing this abstinence from killing, example, one precept, or numberless helpings. It done for them, so it helps them. And numberless pretas, the numberless universe, so numberless helpings, numberless pretas. The numberless universe, so the numberless animals. So you with the bodhicitta, you're taking precepts, even one. So it helps to numberless fish living in the water, big like mountains and the small and all kinds. Then it helps. You have taken numberless universe, the numberless ants. So it helps everyone. Everyone helps them to free from suffering, to reach happiness. You are taking one precept with the bodhicitta. So numberless mosquitoes, numberless tiny, very tiny flies, the numberless universe. So numberless, so it helps to everybody. So all the animals, tiniest and large, everyone. The numberless human beings, numberless universe, numberless human beings, numberless asura, to everyone. You took that one precept with the bodhicitta, for everyone alive, to free them from oceans of samsara suffering and to bring them to enlightenment. It helps them. So then now here 8 persons. Wow, 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 wow. So not only one day, but you had during the rest of the day, as well 2 weeks. And wow, 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 that's unbelievable, 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 unbelievable your benefit to numberless sentiments. Unbelievable benefit to numberless sentiments. You are able to, so that's is part of we are coming to Kopan this time. So amazing, amazing, amazing. So I think John may have told somewhere. You see, Kasure. Actually, there's a 4 harmonious brother. So one country, Kasure. I put name. One country. In India. So you see, rains come right time, crops grew well, everything's economical, so everything was so good. So the king thinks, I did. And minister thinks, I did. So each person thinks, I did. So then one minister suggested, we go to ask in the forest, sage, who is clairvoyance. We ask him, who did? So they all went to see the sage. And the sage said, none of you who developed the country, none of you, is a 4 harmonious brother living in the forest. So the elephant spread from the 5 precepts to all the elephant. The monkey spread 5 precepts to other monkey. Then the rabbit spread 5 precepts to other rabbit. Then the bird, 5 precepts to other birds. And so they practice the morality, 5 precepts. So because of that, country developed, economic developed. There's none of you, this harmonious brother. So we have a story that's a long time ago, the Tumapunshi, harmonious brother. But this bird is a Guru Shakyamuni Buddha form, aspect. Then then one is a Buddha's disciple, Ananda, who served Buddha, Ananda. Then one is the Buddha's younger brother, Jungabu. So one I didn't remember. So actually they manifest in the form of animal, then the spirit, you see, other animals like that. So that's why the country developed. So this, what you do, so far, this Kopan coming to Kopan, 2 weeks, you are, this dedicated your life, you with bodhichitta, you to the 8 precepts, this order brings peace in the world, and peace in the world, and also in Nepal, particularly the country Nepal, incredible peace. All of that. So sorry. Besides yourself for enlightenment, free from samsara, unbelievable benefit for the sentiment. For every sentiment, with bodhichitta, so, then all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, you take the precept from them. So this, so the one very important one, so the You see, for example, completely negative karma, the such misconduct, you see, the base, whom you sex base, then your thought, action, tattoo, the goal, I say, completely, you see. Completely your act. So, the pleasure, are they completed into the four things. So the action which is four things completed, so that has a four result, four suffering result, rapid aspect result. So generally, generally speaking, it's not your wife, not your husband, you see. So then, that you don't own, you don't own the other husband or the other wife or something, other person, or like that, generally speaking. So, then completely the pleasure or that, you see. And then the rapid aspect result rebirth in the lower realm. Then suffer for a long time. Suffer for a long time in the lower realm. Like that. So then, three sufferings you experience human realm. Suppose this result to do with the place where muddy, filthy, dirty, filthy, dirty, kakas, so like that. Place where you live, where you're born or where you live. So very dirty place. So even for us, 5 minutes you're walking through such a place, bad smell, so unclean, so unhygienic. So that is the result of past life. Your karma section positive. So the experience and results from the cause. The husband or the wife become not happy with you. Always a challenge or competition with you, like that. Always challenge. Always compare competition to you, so like that. Not happy. Even physically together, but not happy. Like that. So it becomes a cause of divorcing. So like that. Sorry. Like that, all those problems. So result of your, we think only the problem is the others, other person. Always we think others, always blame on others. You see, but in the mind teaching, the thought transformation, it says, Kadama Keshe Sharawa. Oh no, Chekawa said, Put all the blames to one. That means to your self-chasing thoughts. Put all the blames to one, self-chasing thoughts. Then meditate on kindness. Towards others, you meditate on kindness. So that, your past, present, future, all, including enlightenment, all the happiness you receive from that person. Also, yes, then you see your mind relying on the Dhamma Sangha, then you become free from lower realms, suffering. By relying on Buddha Dhamma Sangha, you become free from samsara. You are relying on taking refuge. So you rely on Buddha Dhamma Sangha, you become free from lower nirvana. Then you achieve enlightenment. Then you are able to free the numberless beings from the oceans of samsara suffering. You are able to bring them to enlightenment. Numberless sentiments, you are able to bring them to enlightenment through refuge. So therefore, now the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, by taking refuge, you get all this unbelievable happiness, and you are able to bring them to enlightenment through every sentiment. So this come from whom? This come from Buddha Dhamma Sangha, the three rays from now on, and come from every helpings, every hungry, every animals, every mosquitoes, every human being, Sura being, Asura being, so precious, unbelievable precious, there's unbelievable precious, all that, you see. Then being mother and being kind, they get human body, but especially in the Kashmiri, protect your life danger from hundreds a day, and then be so much unbelievable hardship. From beginning, it's respect for you. Then gave education. This by integrating 4 kindness. So the Kashmiri, so you see, Kashmiri. So meditate to others, meditate on kindness. So if you don't, the person who is angry, person who abuse you, then you see, if you practice patience, if you cherish that person, then you achieve enlightenment. If you cherish that person who abuse you, you cherish, that's enlightenment. If you renounce, if you don't cherish, then endless suffering from samsara, lower endless suffering from lower. So if you cherish, the opposite cherish is enlightenment. So if you practice patience, there's enlightenment. So if you practice patience, the 6 parameter to achieve enlightenment with bodhichitta. So, patience, practicing patience, 1. 6 parameters, 1. Path to achieve enlightenment. So, you practice patience, then what the person gives you is the enlightenment. So, what you get is the enlightenment. The infinite quality of holy body, holy spirit, holy mind, Buddha. So, you are able to perpetuate sentiments. So, they all come from that. You see from that person. So, all like that, you see, because so precious, who abuse you, who anger you. So that person helps you. That person helps you to develop a good heart, patience. Compassion, bodhichitta, all like that. So for you is needy. For you is a need, kasa. You need that. Buddha, Guru explain you how to practice patience, but you need somebody who is angry to you, who abuses you, who harms you. So then with that person, then you, or the Buddha, Guru explain to you, then you practice that. You practice that patience with that person. Oh, without that person who is angry to you, abuse you, whatever, harm you, without that, you can't develop. You can't develop patience. What Guru Buddha explained to you, you can't develop. Oh, you see? So most kind, kindness of the person is like sky. Oh, like that, see? Unbelievable kindness. Oh, like that. Yeah, so you see, all of that. So I'm supposed to explain. There was somebody, I said I will explain, but it's very important. So I explained, but my memory is not so good. I was here. This is well, I just didn't get to explain to Lama, so this is to give to recite every day. Please, if you have diarrhea, book, write down. Write down. Tande dungan ditam lang, dagi sobar minina, tenangewe dunganjo, to achita domite. You must write down. If you are expert, you must write down. If you are wise, you must write down. Tande dungan ditam lang. Even this present, this mere suffering, even this present, the mere suffering. If I can't bear with this, if you can't bear with this, if I can't bear with this, then you see, therefore, the cause of the suffering of hell, the cause of the suffering of the hell, damages. What was I? Why not dispel? Dispel, avert. Why not avert the anger? So you listen again. Even this suffering of, even this mere present suffering, some problem. See, even this mere present suffering, if I can't bear with this, you can, if I can't bear with this, with that, Nyave Dunganju, the cause of the suffering of the hell, that which the anger, what want to avert anger. You understand? It's so profound. Best psychology, if you want to know. Best psychology. What don't avert the anger? The cause of the suffering of the hell. If you can't be even this with this problem. You see, you must learn this. You must write down. You know? Yeah. Really? The problem is can be very simple, really nothing but. But you can practice patience. Then that's very. Then why not? The cause of the suffering of the hell, the anger, would avert that. So, see, you understand? So, that, and then the next thing is very important for you to learn is this one. Then I think maybe I think maybe I have to stop. Didar partner machena. Didar partner machena. So, like this, if you didn't give harm to others, gayam chula no meche, nobody will harm to you. If, like this, if you didn't harm to others, nobody will harm you. Oh, that's so important. Otherwise, whatever problem happens, she did, always blame outside, then create, then you see, then you create, so then biggest one, if you are influenced person, you create a war, you could create a war. I heard the First World War started by one person, evolution came from one person. So anyway, you see, you would create war in the world, Third World, Fourth World, Fifth World, you see, you would create war. So, you see, if you have an influential person, so, So anyway, to finish, Didar Pandra Machena, if you didn't give harm to others this way, nobody will harm to you. In the past, in the past, I gave harm like this. Therefore, sentence giving harm to me. Sorry. I say. Word to receive the harm to me. And therefore, other sentence may give harm. So, word for me to receive harm. So, what is saying? See, so in our life, whatever undesirable things happened, somebody abused, whatever it is, somebody angry, whatever, complain. So that, you see, whatever happens, that is because you harmed others that way. You abused others. This person abused me now. Well, then that's because that is the result of you abuse that person in the past, that sentient being in the past. Oh, that's, you see. So, you are harmed in the past. Oh, if you didn't harm like this to others, nobody will harm you. That's it. You see, that's very logical. So cause and effect, karma. So nobody will harm you. Like that. Oh, we have to know that. Always we have to remember this in our life. Always have to remember this basic thing. Then you say, then you don't get angry back. You don't get angry back. You see? Then you can think kindness of the person. You don't get angry back. So, then you see, I harmed to sentient being in the past. That sentient being in the past, like this. So therefore, now I didn't receive the harm from the sentient being now. So I'm worthwhile to receive harm to me means you see, the means you see, usually self-cherishing thought. Oh, I kill, I harm, I cheat. Well, you can do anything to others, but nobody can complain to me. Nobody can angry to me. You see, self-cherishing thought. Your self-cherishing thought is a dictatorship, real dictatorship. So you follow your dictatorship, self-cherishing thought. So you see, so that's always like that. You can harm to anybody, can do anything, kill anybody, but nobody can angry to me, nobody can complain to me, nobody can do anything to me. That's of the self-cherishing thing. So this is it. So they were saying, because I harmed, so as a result, you see, they harmed me now. So I'm worth to receive harm from. Oh, you see, like that, you see. So making similar, you see, you harm the past. So you can accept, you don't become crazy. Oh, they are harming to me, because too crazy, not like that, you see. Because you harm the past, like that. Oh, then you say, I'm worth to receive harm. Then you see the next one. Dāgi leji guchi dāla nāba dējungte tewe semche nyatona dāgi tada malak. My karma persuaded. Therefore, I received this harm this time, see. By that, didn't I make to lose that sentient being in the whole of the hell? So you see, first you persuaded the others. You go to the karma, you say harming. So because of that, then you receive harm this time from others. So what happened? Other person gave harm to you. Then that caused that person, now human being, but to not be human being, to lose from here. Then you fall down in the hole of the hell realm, reincarnated hell. By harming me, you get a negative karma. You see, then fall down in the hole of the hell, get reborn into hell. So that is somebody harming to you, you are using that to develop compassion, to instrument angry back. You develop compassion back to you, to back to the person, compassion, or whatever compassion, and whatever you can help to that person to save from the to even born held in or to save from that, or to not be born in hell. Whatever you can do, dedicate your marriage, pray, make prayer. Oh, I mean, yes, like that, you see. So I think maybe. Okay, slowly, yeah. 가져래. 가져래. Yeah. One left story. Okay. So you see the path to be liberated from samsara is a 3-hour trainings. 3-hour trainings, if it's the summarized 3-hour trainings. So high training of morality, high training of concentration, high training of wisdom. So higher means refuge. Oh, that's you see, basic path to be how to be free from samsara yourself. Okay. So then you can help other sentiments free from samsara, bring to enlightenment. So yeah. So I didn't. I left out one before. Sorry. So experience is the result of similar to the cause of the assessment that I explained. But now the fourth one, the creating results of the similar to cause, so you see, because habituation from the past, so then you do again this life, conduct. When you're born a human being, you do again. You do again conduct to others. That the result of past karma, habituation. So you do again. So the habit of past life. So creating results from the cause. So there are four suffering results. You understand? So then you see, any harm you do for sentient beings, then you experience. By doing that, you experience many lifetimes, 500 lifetimes, to be abused by others. Or you create the cause for that. You create the cause, you to be abused by others, 500 lifetimes like that. Like that, you have to know that. You create the cause to be suffered. 500 lifetimes, so many lifetimes by others. You have to know that. Then if you don't want to suffer, then you have to abstain from that karma, next karma. So So now the Buddha explained, the thing is the king of the Sutra, the king of the concentration, Kawa Chewa Kange Jinyedu, Tebe Simji, Sedang Komnam Tang, Dudang Pade, Mame, Tawai, Sange Chewa, Tatu Rumduche, Kange Tamchu, Rabdu Jibadang, Deshe Temba Kaba Juete, Injen Tune, Laba Jijava, Sunum, Dine Tebe Chije Pa. So what he's saying is it's something that we should write down and should see this again and again. Very important in your life. To make your life best. most many beneficial, not only you, but for numberless sentient beings. Kawa chawa kange chinyedus, according number of the scent glands of river Ganga. So like that, eons, but eons, 10 million eons, not just one, 10 million eons. With the faith, with the devotional thought, food and drink, umbrella and pattern flag, garlands of light. You make offering to 10 million Buddha. 10 million, but billions, tactics billion. 10 million, like that, but billion times. You make offering all this food, drink, all kinds of umbrella banners, many offerings you offer to Buddha. How many Buddhas? 10 million, and like that, billion times. Then you comparing. Now, when the Buddha Dharma degenerates, and the teaching of the gone to bliss stops. This time, somebody, you practice one vow. Day and night, you practice one vow, one day. You practice one vow, one day, day and night, one day. This marriage is far more greater than, you see, for eons, for them in eons, I already explained. For them, according number of the sin against river Ganga, 10 million eons. All them with the devotional mind, food and drink, then umbrella banners, light, so many offerings. Make offering to Buddhas. How many Buddhas? Not just one. 10 million. Like that, billion times. You see? So compare the marriage. So then you see that dead time when the Buddha Dharma then the teaching the going to bliss one stops. Then just one day, day and night, just one day, practice one vow. The marriage is far more greater than the previous one. Previous one is unbelievable, great, unbelievable. But compared to keeping one vow, in one day, just one day, the marriage far more greater. That's so. So therefore, you took you received from a canon which is the priesthood, the lineage. So therefore, wherever you are, whenever you want, you can take the advanced precepts one day, which is for one day. So then keeping precepts, even one precept in the whole life, it's amazing. And 5 precepts in the whole life, yeah. So that. Amazing. So you have a lineage, you have received lineage, so you can take the my perception anytime you want. Pop, 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 pop. So this one, just one, you see. Oh yeah, this was yeah. So even one perception, see, one to yeah, life, pop, 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 pop. So that's okay. I think it's stop there. Okay, then yeah. Tomorrow morning, when you leave, is what time?
7.
So. So I'm going to, the refuge thing, I'm going to explain through Sangye Chodan Soke Chodan through that. The taking refuge in Zen bodhichitta. So before that, before starting Sangye Chodan, please all the time must think I've been experiencing, because you have been meditating, Lamrim, John guided liberation, say, lower capable being, and middle capable being. So you have drawn letter from the imprints, the hell, kasuri, refuge, karma, all that. So now it's for me to explain it easy. So I have been experiencing oceans of samsara suffering from beginnerless rebirth, or think that, from beginnerless rebirth. And you see, and again, no end, without end, suffering samsara, endlessly to suffer. I think that. So before the Sangye Chodan, must think this at the beginning. Then it has great taste. Then it becomes real in your mind. Otherwise, just the words. Sangye Chodan, it's the words. Like parrot reciting. Sangye Chodan, the same. You understand? Then you see, I've been experiencing the oceans of suffering samsara from beginnerless rebirth. To now. And again, endless. No end. So you went through the hell, 8 major hell. 6 neighborhoods in the coordinate that. This is still no end. Okay, then you can say, then after that you see, then the solution is you rely on Buddha Dhamma Sangha, who is a completely power, quality. Extensive quality, when you learn from philosophy, then you can say you learn extensive philosophy. The Lamdrim is very essence, very simple, very essence. So you have to rely on the Dhamma Sangha. You see? To say, to be free from endless suffering sometimes. This can't wait. You can't wait even a second. You can't wait from that even second. Can't wait. It's wow. So, you see, if you mention Lamrim, then then you can feel that. Otherwise, if I'm done with then tapping words, then then you are refuge with Dhamma Sangha. Just between lips, like plain traffic or something like that. You see, so also now become real when you think this. Wow, can't stand even 1 second. But without being free from that. Or then you think, say, numberless intimacy, numberless helping kangaroos, animals, numberless human beings, intimacy, everyone. So they have been suffering the oceans of each realm, suffering from beginning but then they will have to experience again endlessly. You see. So every sentence you will get. So just here. Just here. What you going to come back? This suffering. Endless suffering sometimes I can have to go through. Oh. So then you rely on Buddha Dhamma Sangha wholeheartedly. You see, guide as a take refuge, but wholeheartedly. To be free from all this suffering. Wholeheartedly, you go to Buddha Dhamma Sangha. You see. Buddha, the omniscient one, then the Dharma, the actual Dharma, the true path, true cessation of suffering, the absolute Dharma. Then the conventional Dharma is the text, the letters, text. You have to regard them Chokanjo, the rare sublime Dharma. You have to regard them, they respect the text. So that's why. So because here it explains. You see these letters, the subject explain. You see, the Buddhism basis of the true truth, absolute truth, complete truth, and then truth, then path of material wisdom, and then the goal, Dhammakaya, Rupakaya, Buddha's holy particular mind to be achieved. So the Katsure shows the path for you to achieve, to be free from samsara, to achieve Dhammakaya, Rupakaya. So they respect the Dharma text as the actual real sublime one, Dharma. So all like this, you see. So here I want to say, please, in the center, the assistant, what do you call? Center, SPC. Because I saw many times. You see, before meeting together, they put the books, meditation books on the chair like this. Because maybe I haven't heard refuge expression, maybe I haven't read, maybe doesn't know. Mostly, Muslims doesn't know, many times. Because the kids of meditation books on the floor, on the seat like this, or on the chair like this, without anything there, without any cloth. You see, that's very bad. Or then you see that disrespect to Dharma text. You are supposed to respect, as I mentioned. So that's disrespect. So that happens, that obscures your mind. That person who put that book there, on the floor, without any cloth, anything, all obscures how his mind obscures. Oh, really so difficult to purify delusion. So difficult. To understand Dharma, even to intellectual understand, makes it difficult. Because it obscures the mind. Then to have realization, so difficult to have realization, to see the truth, ultimate truth. I mean, to generate bodhichitta, so difficult. You can't do that. You see, you have to have something, cloth or something to underneath. So, other table, put on table, not on the seat, not on the cushion, where you where the person sit, or on the chair. No, that's very bad. Obscures, makes it difficult to understand Dharma. Or read underworld, then even so much more difficult to understand. It makes that. So, I saw many centers like that. Haven't heard about refuge and didn't read, so doesn't understand. So how much we respect the statues, scripture, even we don't see Buddha, but how much we respect, we create so much good, unbelievable good karma. All them to make it easy to realize, to receive realization, and easy to achieve enlightenment. So, like this, more we respect. So they can say, This time honors come up, so some books left on the cushion. Yeah. Yeah, you cannot let that. So I'll tell you one story. Lama Tsongkhapa Institute initially, Khandula from Dharamsala, who came from Tibet, just only to protect his knowledge and his own holy wish to succeed, to great success. So she just came for that, to do that. So she came to Lama Tsongkhapa Institute the first time. So there was a statue made on the left of the ground. The chairs where people to unite, not mentioned, but there was a statue left outside on the ground. I think maybe the director was running company, who I think has a lot of experience business. So, but maybe didn't know Lamrim. So he's starting basic program, but maybe didn't know Lamrim. So statue was left there on the ground when the Khandula came. So Khandula cried. She could not express. So she cried, seeing the statue left on the ground. So she thought with the center, the Lama Tsongkhapa Institute, this big center, there are many branches around it. So she thought the Lama Tsongkhapa Center, there's two cases, or teacher who teaches a master program, basic program, two cases. So she thinks this Lama Tsongkhapa Center doesn't know about refuge. She thinks maybe doesn't know. So the statue left on the ground. So she cried. So on the second time she went to the center, that time FPMT invited, not the first one. So that time she had a discussion with the director. So the director said he was going to bring inside, but temporarily left outside. But it's on the ground. So yeah, that didn't help. So she thought like that. She cried. So the center doesn't know how to practice Dharma. The center doesn't know about refuge. So, sorry, you have the refuge card? Okay, so everybody should get. So have to respect. The Katama Geshes, those great mentors, they see na, Tibetan letter na, one syllable, on the garbage, they pick up, they put in the ground, they put a high clean place, like that. So treat as a precious, sublime Dharma, so like that. Oh, you have to respect. Yeah, you can't put Dharma text. You can't put glasses on Dharma text. You can't put glasses. Even you can't put statue on Dharma. Statue, Buddha, can't put Dharma. So frame the Kasura Kungarava, the frame as a what do you call the altar. So you put Dharma text. Either this way, but put Dharma text first, then statue. Like that. Not statue first, Dharma text. No. It's like that. So one time we went to see Sones. So there was this was after Lama passed away. So Pero, is the Italian student, brought a brochure and there was a stupa, I think. So he put on that brochure. So his Holiness took away the stupa away from the brochure. So that, for example. Yeah. So anyway, you can't put statues on the text. No way you can put malas or glass on the text. No, you can't do that. So there's a prayer book, you see, then you put a mala like that. Or, I mean, if there's a wind blowing, then it's a different reason, you see. But otherwise you can't put mala there, glasses, you can't put like that. No way. Even statue you can't put. So, must know. Otherwise, even you are studying philosophy, so huge text, so vast, but you don't know how to practice Lamrim. You see, the very simple, the very beginning practice of refuge, you don't know. This is what happens. It's very sad. So this happens in the center. All of that, you see, in the FPMT center, and others I don't know. So, so you see, you see, all the Sundays have been experiencing the systems from beginningless about oceans of sometimes suffering, then again endless. So with the whole heart you rely on Buddha Dhamma Sangha. As they have a power quality. Then so to be free from oceans of samsara. Before your own samsara suffering, then that is a less vehicle being's refuge. That one less vehicle being's refuge. Now the next one, Nabala sentiment, from beginning of samsara, then second endless, then Rinpoche Sangha. Take a refuge. What is it? Mayana refuge. That's Mayana refuge. Then the Tantra refuge. But yeah, Mayana refuge, all of that. So when you do that, when you learn Buddha Sangha, then benefits are unbelievable. There's many benefits, but one benefit is Japsong Sonam Suchina. Japsong Sonam Suchina. If you are going for refuge, has materialized, form materialized. Japsong Sonam Suchina. Tongsung Diyang Nuzijungs. Even the three galaxies becomes a very small container. Three galaxies means universe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, thousands. That's one. Then 1,000 like that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1,000. Second 1,000. Then like that again, 1, 2, 3, 4, third 1,000. What are the three galaxies? The three galaxies, 3,000. 3,000 galaxies. Oh, you see, even that small container, the benefits of refuge in the materialized cannot fit in the 3,000 galaxies. Even 3,000 galaxies are small. Japsong Sonam Suchina Tolu Deno Sung. Any Gazachipo, Chit, Pujijawa Kalan, Gazachipo is the open to ocean. Chit is treasure of the water. Pujijawa Kalan is pull with your hand. You see, this 1, 2, No way you can do that. Countless, no way you can do that. Ocean, building the ocean. So, how can one measure? You see? Oh, the benefits of refuge materialize like this. So much. So, all of that, you see. Then, sorry. That's my own refuge. You see? So the refuge is something you feel from the heart. Really, See, I want to tell you one thing. When I was, because I escaped from monastery a few times to home when I was small child. Just no other reason, just play. So my mother sent to rolling. It takes 3 days crossing the snow mountain. Rolling. So I was there 7 years. Very primitive. People are not, the young people are not clever. This side, on Japan, people are very clever. So other side, very primitive, holy place, famous somehow. So I think I came twice, I think, to this side, sort of more than Japan side. You see? So, so there's a mountain where the rocks come. Big rocks, small rocks. So when you arrive here, you have to take rest. You drink the potato wine, alcohol. That's like water. That's just like water, but so strong. So they drink. Not I drink, but they drink. I was carried by my teacher on backside, on the luggage. I was carried by my teacher. Wanted to come back and say, by my teacher on the luggage. And then my teacher passes meat cooked at home. Meat cooked at home. Animal killed by wolf in the mountain. So the autumn time, then you get more meat because the animals get killed by wolf. The jungle. So cooked meat, so piece of meat, and so he passed meat to me like this. Then I ate the backside, seeing the backside of my teachers, gurus, and so the walk. Sometimes walking, you see, so there, you see, everybody relax, the hand back home. But you see, each time you come, no sound, no falling down, rocks, very strange. So then once you start, you have to go a little bit up. There's no road, all the rocks. Then Sherpas, they have to bring yak. Oh, very heavy load. Yaks, you have to pull and so very extremely hard life. You wouldn't believe it. So when you go up, then first time when you go, kind of noise. I wonder what's that. That means everybody is reciting mantra, prayer, Pamasambhas mantra. Everybody, because it's danger. Anytime stone fall down, people die. So everybody is reciting. So that's the noise, like that. You see? So I found to discover that. So everybody, maybe some Tibetan might be Omani Pembo, but wow. So that is. So the manager arrived this here, you see, you cross the here, then big stones come, whoa, then small stones come, come down and hit on the rock. Ting, all the big rocks come. I thought some people died. Last people died. I thought 3 times. So whenever the group didn't die, whenever the group came here, whenever the group completed, then the stone fall down. That's amazing. Which is during here, no stone fall down. Everybody said, like that. The very heavy load, very heavy luggage. Oh, so much to carry. Oh. So whenever come here, then things fall down. So 2 times. So it's very interesting. So they take refuge. To famous about whole art. You see? So that is normally, if you have realization of refuge, that's what has to happen to us. If you have realization. So you see, you can die anytime. You can die anytime. We have no control. You have not even died anytime. So, taking reliance refuge, you know, it's like that. But of course, including myself, you see, totally distracted, no thought. So that's, if you have realization of refuge, it should be like that all the time. Mind should be like that. So anyway, after you finish, then I ask them, but dead? No. For everything, everything, you see people come here, then fall down. So there. So that's so people strongly rely on Pema Sambhava. Oh, like that. Strong refuge. Okay. So, yeah, then now the next one, general bodhichitta. So, due to the past, present, future, past from beginning to birth. Past, present, future, marriage, collected by me. 3 times marriage, collected by numberless Buddhas. So everyone. You see, if you collect $1 from each person, $1 million, 1 million people, each person from each person $1. So then there's $1 million you can raise. You get $1 million. So you can do big projects with $1 million. You see? Otherwise, then you can't do big projects. So, like that, similar. So, due to all the past, present, future marriage collected by me, 3 times marriage collected by numberless sentient beings. Numberless sentient beings. Everyone. Then numberless Buddhas. 3 times marriage collected by numberless Buddhas. Oh, so powerful. Unbelievable powerful, okay? Then, may I achieve enlightenment in order to benefit, in order to benefit for the transmigratory beings. Dollar, pinju, sanju, tuvarshu, may it be full enlightenment, in order to benefit for all the transmigratory beings. So the 2 things. So benefit to transmigratory beings. First, free them from oceans of samsara suffering. That's the first benefit. Second benefit, bring them to full enlightenment by you. By you, bring them to full enlightenment. So for that reason, you to achieve enlightenment. You understand? Oh, so migratory, you have to understand meaning of migratory. Means being under the control of karma and delusion. So, from beginningless rebirth, they were migrating in the 6 realms. The one of the realm all the time. They experience the oceans of suffering of each realm. Again. From beginningless rebirth. Being under the control, mistakes, being under the control of delusion karma. All that's meaning of transgression. That's the transmigrator. Another meaning of transmigrator is that after you're born, then you see there are a certain number of seconds when you die, certain number of seconds. So you see, after you're born, then you so fast go to death. So fast to go to death. And then if you're not purified, as you not practice Dharma, then you go to lower realm, hell realm, so fast. So the certain number of seconds, so finish so fast, going so fast to the death. You see? All like that. So that's another meaning of transmigration. So the transmigration, the first one, being under the control of delusion karma, migrating, they experience all the suffering again and again. All right. All this, you see? So compassion has to rise when you think the meaning of transmigration. So from beginningless rebirth, then again numberless. So compassion has to rise. It cannot become just word. Also the may achieve enlightenment. All that that's what the bodhichitta, general bodhichitta. So I explained the benefits the other day, some days, or quite a number of days ago. I explained, Lama quoted to Buddha's teaching. According to number of the 7 grants of River Ganga, Ganga Cheme, Chanyeji, Jiden Kamni, Kungande, Ganga Cheme, Chanyeji. The world, universe, filled up with the 7 types of jewels. They offered the Buddhas. Savior of the world. They were offering Buddha. Then then somebody somebody put her hands together. 자주 뜨니 샘제는 then general bodhichitta may achieving enlightenment something you put on 어디 쳐왔더니 쳐봐봐 달았다네 맞춰서 so this one put your hands together may achieving enlightenment something then 그래 order this one this is far more greater offering than the previous one. Previous one was very small. This far more greater offering. Then so these benefits no end, limitless. What are this? Then you, by seeing the benefits, then you rejoice. That your lives most meaningful are benefits. See? So okay, now refuge. Yeah. The charisma, yeah, I think that this is therefore I'm going to refuge. You can think that. Therefore I'm going to refuge. You can think here now like that. But then usually, when I said morning motivation, the changing your kaka life into gold. Sorry to say this, but kaka life. Other than there's usually there's the motivation bodhichitta there. So there, then you see, therefore, I'm going to do listening, teaching, reflection, meditation for sentient being. I'm going to live my life for sentient being. So every single thing, eating, walking, sitting, sleeping, or job, everything I'm going to do for sentient being. So you see, things like that. That's so very good. So dedicated. Morning thing like that. Oh, plan like that. So it's very good. So here now refuge, you see. Oh, that kind of can you think? Yeah. So you see here refuge Buddha Dhamma Sangha. If you when you die, if you remember Buddha's mantra or remember Buddha, just not three, but Buddha, Dhamma, or Sangha, just like Heart Sutra or Dhamma, Heart Sutra or something. You remember, you rely on that, don't get about organs. You think the mantra, you don't get about organs. You think Sangha, somebody who gave devotion, Mongonan, whom you have devotion, you remember that, you don't get about organs. Saves. But now here, to not just to not be reborn, or not just that, to be free from samsara. To be free from samsara, the oceans of samsara suffering, you don't want. So, to be free from that. Taking refuge. To be totally free from samsara, oceans of samsara. Oh, that you need all three. Like severe patients need doctor, wise doctor, right medicine, nurse. You have to rely on three severe patients. Then can cure. Oh, all like that, you see, to be free from samsara, all that you need to rely on Buddha Dhamma Sangha. Oh, like that. Sangha is Buddha is like doctor, Dhamma is like the medicine, the Sangha is like the nurse. So, the Dhamma is who, so cease is the cause of suffering and suffering, you see. Oh, the delusion cease. So the Sangha is like the nurse who helped you to actualize the Dharma in your mind, in your heart. Oh, that. So you need to learn Buddha Dhamma Sangha. Oh, like that. You have to know. Yeah. So please repeat. Good things. Good things. Good things. Temas. Tumba. Ori tumba. Tumba. Nikata. So please, tumba console sa the kaswe. Yeah, so kaswe. The person whom you taking refuge is not guru, then tumba. You said that. But taking the guru, then you can say Lopan Konsu. You can say that. Okay, also must pay attention to me. Then I, whose name is such, until I die. Here it's not English, right? It's until I die. Go for refuge to Buddha. Then supreme among those who have true likes. Anyway, go for refuge to Buddha. And then Raja Tawa, Namji Cho, like it was. Then going for refuge Dharma. Yeah, because separated from the attachment. Yeah, Dharma. So not delusion, separated from delusion. Chonange Cho says, supreme on the assemblies, Sangha, I'll go for a visit. Then, until I die, until I live. Please be Kasuri. Uska. So Uska. So if you are taking any vow, you see, there's a 5 vow, 4, 2, 3, 2, 1. You can choose from the 5 precepts with that. But if you can't take the vow until you die, I mean, you can't take the vow, then there's only refuge Upassaka vow. But you see, only refuge, it has many advices. So, unbelievable marriage, unbelievable marriage, unbelievable protection for your life, for the happiness, and to be free of samsara and treating that, you know, three things, Kabalabcha, Dubalabcha, three things to be abandoned, three things which are to be abandoned. So abandon that. Develop three practice to do, and so I'm going to that. Then there's you see, for example, 8 advice. You know, even you take only refuge, then before you eat, drink, make offering to Buddha Dhamma Sangha. You know, you offer mind, for the mind you offer, whether you do prayer or not, you offer. Then take it as a blessing. Oh, then, because of the atoms, the mountains, what made it, collect. Each time you may offer, offering Buddha, even statue of Buddha, sculpture, stupa, whatever offering you make, each time you may offering one bowl of water, anything, incense, a flower, whatever, tiny flower of Buddha, or one tiny rice of a statue Buddha, sculpture Buddha, stupa Buddha. Oh, you see, the 80 million eons, you don't get reborn Lord. 80 million eons, because Guru Shakyamuni Buddha, the one day Tamsa Palmo, one Palmo, one female being, Palmo, her name. So she offered, she sprinkled the sandalwood powder on the Buddha's feet. So then Buddha predicted, Buddha said that you won't be reborn in the hell, in the lower realm. You won't be reborn for 80 million eons. 80 million eons, you won't be reborn in the hell. So Buddha said the benefits. What she did, the powder of this sprinkled the Buddha's feet, on the Buddha's feet. So therefore, whatever offering we do Buddha, one water bowl, one tiny flower, one tiny grain, or even you don't have anything, but just one tiny grain of a Buddha, statue Buddha, or stupa. 80 million eon, you don't get reborn in the Lord. You have to understand that. You have to write down. You have to know that. So therefore, we are unbelievable fortunate. How we are fortunate. So then practice compassion to others. Then rely upon the Guru, to receive teachings, from the Guru like that, or control your sense, control your delusions, your senses are the control, to not go into the control of three-person mind, I mean the delusion. Control also. And there are about 8 benefits. So that those have unbelievable benefits. So they bring frees you, samsara brings them. So that even you don't take any percent. So there's 5 percent. Even not all 5, then you can take 4 or 3 or 2 or 1. If you don't want to take anything, then only refuge there is. Buddha is so kind, so give any choice, whatever you can, all the time, okay? Zumba, please repeat. Zumba, Gongsu So, Da Mingdi, you mention your name. Shejiwe, Tudene Sungde, Chisi Tsoye Patu, Kangye Namje Cho. Go for repeat Buddha. Sanjala Jebsu Cho. Then Dhamma. Chonangye Cho. Gidun la jabsu chiyo. Gidun la jabsu chiyo. Da chisi. Tsoya patu. Genyen tu. Tsumbe sungdu sol. Okay, repeat 2 more times. And the Tsumba gongsu sol. Da mingdi yumancho nem. Shejiwe. Tudune sungde. Chise tsoya patu. Kanye namji cho. Sanjala jabsi cho. Dojadang chawa. Namji cho. Chola jabsi cho. Cho namge cho. Kidunla jabsi cho. Da chisi choye patu. Genyen to ode. If you are taking any of the precepts, think that. Genyen to. Sungdu so. And the third time, one says Sungdu so, that time then, if you are taking only refuge or any precepts, then you think the precepts and think that, okay, then you think you received Upasaka vow. Only refuge or the Upasaka 1 vow, 2 vow, 3 vow, 5 vow, okay? Tumba gongsu so. Da mingdi shejiwe yubencho nem. Tudine sungde chizi choye padu. Kanyi namji cho. Sanjala jabsu cho. Dojadang chawa. Namji cho. Chola jabsu cho. Cho namgi cho. Kidunla jabsu cho. So, of course, those who have taken Getsul, the higher vow, then you should not take the Genyin. Then you lose your higher vow. That chisi, da, chisi, chay padu. I'll say loudly, and then that time you receive it. Okay, worry about taking. Genyen tu. Levenji. Sungdu so. So we're not going to repeat it, take much time. So the precept, but in your mind, you think as arahatas, they renounced it. They gave up the negative actions, and so whatever vow you're taking, the negative actions, so you see, they renounced and they took that, they renounced and they took that vow. So I'm also going to do, so think like that. Think like that in your heart. Whatever, if you have taken precepts, you think that precepts, how many precepts you've taken, think that you think you received. If only Upasaka vow, you received. Only refuge Upasaka vow, okay? Think that. Make sure. Okay, then after that, when I said Tabi, you say like so. Thai, you say Lexo. So that's one Tibetan language you learned. Okay. Okay, so finish. Okay, so I think please read. Please read refuge caste. There's the three things, practice three things, abandon. So must know that. And then the general advice. So must read. I'm not going to go through it. So must read that. Must read that. So you are aware in daily life. So, okay? So that's all. Thank you very much. So how many people take bodhisattva? Anybody leaving tomorrow? Tomorrow, Deborah, Deborah tomorrow. Anybody leaving Deborah tomorrow? Deborah tomorrow, leaving.
But I'm not taking the bodhichitta. Only the bodhichitta vows I'm taking, but I'm leaving Monday.
Not bodhisattva.
Nobody.
Okay. So, maybe we stop now. And then bodhisattva, maybe the day of the long life puja, or tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow, or the day after that. The day after that's the day after that's empty. 2 days empty. 2 days empty after long life puja. 2 days empty after long life puja. Yeah. So maybe if not on the long life puja day, then after there were 2 days empty. So okay. After now maybe
Some people are living the last day of the course with the next day. They don't have 2 days more.
Yeah. Some people living.
Some people live Monday or Tuesday.
Some people living on what?
Monday or Tuesday, so they don't have 2 more days after this course.
Some people live on the day of the long life puja.
Yeah.
I see.
17 or 18.
There's no way to do it tomorrow after we come back from the Bodhana?
Because they're going to be using the conference.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Huh? Can be done. Yeah, can be done some of the space. We'll see. Maybe you come back, but I think coming back you need more relaxed. Because I'm not maybe tired. Maybe tired. You want to be in sleeping bag. So maybe the day of the long life puja in the evening time. You see, okay? So now too late. Thank you very much. Oh, Gaza, I forgot, 3-part session. Beginning, well, you did after 3-part session now, okay? process. Huh? Yeah. Yes.
Or would we just pass them out because of time?
Yeah. Can we pass? Yeah. What about the name? Names.
The names will be given later.
That can be passed. So I will bless. We can pass. As people come up to pick up, then you can give the things. Okay? So, so thank you very much out there. Oh, Gajonim. Timja Ture Jime Jeture Namatata. Namatata, maybe to get to the Barajindo show. Atene, the Barajindo show. Tureta Shamanto Zabata Chanta Jalata Jetawa, Losan Javani Vietambala Sala Mevananda Jajo Chandra Samjarambo Jamajewana Jiji Jabanyamba Mebai Kone Kondo Bevarejo Gondera Chitunda Mebata Junta Tenduruba Meba Nibenzo Gamento Chawai Lujo Gonden Dobara Jinji Lo Saragonda Java Tungavete Shinyo Zebeto Java Gabela Tani Kijetayan Java Majo Mejananda Tame Jindanda La Jinja Jivin Atanjagarinyana Jujalotan Javetandan Javara Esho Bandalame Nabatawala Gajetaya Lotame Jijindala Vortoya Mugujilame Chela Samla Jova. We're responsible to pray for the world. I did all the past, present, future, marriage, glory, and the marriage, glory, and the blessings, and may the war that happen now in the future to be stopped immediately. May all the disease and the famines to be stopped immediately. May all the danger of fire, water, air, earth, danger, all this be stopped immediately. And may the perfect peace, may the global problems be stopped immediately. And Karina Dadi, perfect peace, happiness be prevailed in everyone's heart by generating the loving kindness, compassion, bodhichitta. There was a question in the iPad. BBC asked what method is there to stop the global problem. I think it was something for a few days. Then I was thinking to translate to Raja. I was thinking Pema Sambhawa gave very detailed explanation of the shortcomings of the opium, the cigarette, how that harms the world. Not only health, but harms the world. Nagas, other things, and devils, and harm, they destroy the city. Then you harm to lose your virtue, thought, person, mind. So some details expand. So I also translate that to make available, to send them, and to send them because they ask questions. So ask questions is not because it does not depend on what they believe or not. Because they ask questions, so you just explain. Even they don't believe, you just explain. So things like that. So that is the explanation. Because Lhasa was cold, but now hot, now warm. Because people smoke cigarette, so much to die. So communist China, they oh, to that they smoking cigarette, so in Lhasa. So anyway, that's what I thought. Yeah, so that. Oh, didn't kinda. Yeah. Then maybe cherish. May I cherish in every sentence being more than sky filled with the wishing unto. Oh, so to be cherish every sentence being more than sky filled with the wish granted. Dani Samja Tamja La Yishino La Bet George Sabai Tato Chabara Zambara Show. Then did all the past, present, future, marriage to clarify, did I marriage to clarify, number listen to the Kasore. Any sentence being you see me, I see them, here's my child name, remember me and touch me, so that everything portraits, and just by that may they be free from all the suffering, may all their suffering be pacified immediately. And may they achieve all the happiness immediately, including enlightenment. Tanye Tongama Sama Jesu Tanya Ragama Tabda Jaba Zamdi Tia Mola Tunga Gushi Namba Kundu Tatan Danger. Due to all the past, present, future marriage collected by me, 3-time marriage collected by numberless sentences, numberless Buddhas, which exists in mere name. So do not exist from its own side, totally empty from its own side. Do that, may the I who exists mere name, so do not exist from its own side, totally empty from its own side. Achieve the Buddhahood. Achieve the Buddhahood. Which exists mere name, so do not exist from its own side, totally empty from its own side. Lead all the sentient beings who exist mere name to that Buddhahood which exists in mere name, by myself alone who exists in mere name. Jambal Bhavya Chita Chembada Kunda Sangbo Deyang Dejen Tata Kundi Chidrandala Jankewa Dida Tamje Rabdu Ngo Shabe Jawa Tamje Jungwa Gangla Tudo Ngawai Daga Gaya Tawa Digin Jang Sangbo Chuchi Rabdu Ngo Okay, thank you very much. Good night.